I went to my friend's wedding yesterday, and it was nice. It was nice. I had like this light lavender color. It was really pretty. It was really gorgeous, elegant, and graceful. And I was like, this girl know how to plan. She know how to plan. And I'm like, she's doing so good. And then, well, she didn't exactly smart either. So I was kind of like, you pretty good for being dumb, and you pulled this off. And like, you were just doing great. So after the wedding, we went to the reception. She's eating her little finger cake. She decided to have like little finger sandwiches and cakes and stuff instead of having a big old cake. And I'm like, girl, you smart. You saving money instead of doing a big old $500 cake like most people do. I'm like, you're doing really well. So I'm like, this girl know how to plan. She know how to plan. So I'm sitting down. I'm sitting next to her just for a second after the groom left. And I was like, hey, can I have a chat with you real quick? And she's like, yes, what's going on, honey? And I said, I just wanted to thank you for inviting me to this beautiful wedding. It looked so great and beautiful, and I don't know. I just thought it was so gorgeous. And she's like, "Oh well, thank you." She's like, "Well, in the future, when I show my kids this movie, like, so she made a movie of her wedding. She made a little video, so cute and everything." And I was like, well, it's pretty cool that you filmed this and all, but I'm like, what do you mean, children? Like, you ain't got no kids. And she's like, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, oh, girl, how come you didn't tell nobody? And I'm like, you need to make an announcement. And she's like, no, 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 no. I want to keep it on the down low. And I'm like, you just got married. Everybody here to see you, and no one's going to judge you for having a baby. You married now. I'm like, what is wrong? And she's like, well, it ain't his baby. And I'm like, oh, girl, does he know? And she's like, yeah, 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 he fine with it. He already knew that I was pregnant because of the stomach and everything. I'm like, well, girl, I thought you just put on a little weight, but you still looking good with curve. And she's like, well, thank you. And I'm like, you're welcome. And I was just like, why you ain't tell nobody? And she's like, well, because the name I want to name it, it might offend somebody. I'm like, what do you mean the name you're going to name your baby can offend somebody? I'm like, what are you going to name it? I'm like, this must be seriously stuff, because if you naming your baby and people scared of that name, then what's going to go on? What's going to happen? Like, what are you doing? And she's like, calm down, calm down, calm down. It's okay, it's okay. And she was like, I'm going to name my baby Shambrika. And I'm like, I try to pretend like it was such a cute name. I was like, oh, that's such a cute name. Oh my gosh. And she's like, oh, thank you. And I was like, well, honey, I gotta go somewhere else. I gotta go attend some matters, or matters need attending, or whatever you gotta say. I was scratch on my arm. Anyways, so I was like, I was thinking to myself, Shambrika. 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 It sounds like a season, like paprika, with like pillow cases, like sham, like pillow sham, and paprika. It makes it sound like you poured season on your pillow. What are you gonna? Oh my gosh, my baby's name is Season Pillow. I'm like, really? Come on, girl, you look like you're stupid. I'm like, you ain't like LaQuinta. She dumber than a doorstep. I mean, that's pretty bad because everybody walking in and out of that, so she must be like stupid or something. I don't know.